heart attack. Fast fatal heart impact. Past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions. Fact, don't ask. Grab reactions. Jacked attack with every word. Then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused. Call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new submerged juice. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now. Y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember you're discreet now. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before we do continue, let's give a brief little review of the last part. In the last part, Deku and a group of people, they went to investigate the dam. And things went bad. They encountered people who were losing their minds. They attacked Toga and stabbed her. And then, whenever they started to encounter more infected and other members of their group were attacked, a new variant popped up. This thing was the biggest and strongest variant they've seen yet. And it seems to have no problem tearing apart other zombies. And zombies, they seem to have no problem attacking it. Now, Deku, he did notice that. However, there was a bit of another issue. When they were trying to get Toga out, she got caught. And zombies, they tore her to shreds. And then there was actually Kirishima. Kirishima, he was saved by Deku. However, he did think that Toga could have been saved, and he blamed Deku for her death. In his mind, his best friend became the type of person who would let people die. As long as they survive, by any means they all should die. And Kirishima, he was worried. He asked Deku questions, and whenever he found out his answers to them, yeah, he attempted to kill Deku. Deku, he acted in self-defense, and he still does regret what he did. His best friend would have murdered him. He brought him outside to talk and blow his fucking brains out. How are you supposed to process that? How are you supposed to come to terms with that? Your best friend, the guy you know for 2 years, you and him were through tons of shit together, and then he just tries to kill you. I mean, Deku wishes he pulled his gun. If a shot was going to be heard, let him die quick, not the way he did. Now, with that being said, Deku and Kendo, they would get back to the mansion the next morning. And whenever people, they do see the car roll up, they don't really think too much of it. They think, okay, a group is out scavenging while there is a vehicle coming through the city. They're just going to scavenge on their way. No gas would be wasted. However, it was only whenever Deku and Kendo got out of the vehicle and they smelled horrible that people, they started to get somewhat suspicious. They wanted to know what happened and why there is a 6-person group out there scavenging. However, we do at least have a few things that they do talk about. Deku, he explains to everybody that some new information has been found. The dam, yeah. Right now, it's currently infested. And the things there, they are new variants. Now, people, they're somewhat scared. However, they think that if it's going to be a new variant, maybe it's not that big of a deal. However, if it took out 6 of their people, then they're going to want to know about it. Now, we do at least have where Deku, he does start to explain a bit. And they all do somewhat get more worried. It's another All Might situation. That is what they're thinking. A variant with super strength. You had the Smashers, but those things are weak. And right now, there is a new King of the Zombies. Now, Deku, he does try to explain. These ones, they might be one-shot kills. And that is all anybody needs to remember. These things aren't like the mimics. They don't have armor. However, they make up for that with a bulky frame. And, well, other zombies do attack them. So they do need to keep that in mind. Now, a few people, while they do try to think about that, it really doesn't do much. And Deku, currently, he does at least try to mourn. Right now, he's going through it. And so is Kendo. Kendo, when she found Deku last night, he was almost off his rocker. He almost lost his mind. By the time they got back to the vehicles, Deku wasn't responsive. He went quiet. And the last time she saw Deku go quiet, he killed All Might. And right now, Deku, he put his best friend into the ground. And he drove him down there with a stake to the heart. Now, Kendo, yeah. Whenever she was trying to at least comfort Deku and talk to him, he did just want go to not respond. And Kendo, she herself did try to lay down and get comfy. However, there was a bit of a problem. She started to hear them again. Those whispers. Those things that just, they've been in the back of her mind. And they start to call her name once again. Kendo. 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 We know you can hear us. Come on. You know where to find us. You know what to do. Come on. Now, Kendo would hear that song over and over. And Deku, he was a bit preoccupied to notice. Kendo was in the back seat trying to cover her ears, and try to at least ignore these things. And Deku, yeah, he was drowning out the world around him, and ignorant to these things. Now, whenever they did get back to the place, people they just started to understand. Deku and Kendo, they were put through it, and right now they do need some time. However, time isn't really an option. And whenever Momo found out about this, she wanted to talk to them. She wanted to hear it from Deku himself what the fuck happened out there. She doesn't believe that Kirishima and Toga would get caught. And she wanted to know how it happened. She already lost her best friend, but she wanted to know this. How Kirishima and Toga died. Now, Kendo was the one to tell her. And whenever Kendo told Momo the truth, it somewhat broke Momo's heart. And she did worry about Deku. Deku, yeah, she'll let him take a minute. Now, whenever camps did start to call in and ask what happened with the leader, there actually was Momo who did try to step up. Momo, she tried to at least let Kendo rest, and tell her to take some time. Now, Momo, she would talk to the camps, and she would at least try to inform them as to the situation with the dam, and even expressing to them that they've discovered a new variant, and from what she does understand, there is something wrong inside of another city. And while that isn't their biggest worry, apparently the zombies from something or that town, they're making their way here. They're already at the dam. And right now, if they head to the city, it can cause a whole new level of problems. They've already had to deal with massive amounts of infected there. And the variants, yeah, they're different. And right now they're thinking about exactly what might be going on in another city. These zombies seem to be adapting, changing, and mutating in a random various ways. So, are the zombies the same? Or is this new variant just one of the zombies that came from there? And many of them, they want to know the answer. Because not knowing, it is terrifying. Now, Momo, she would try to explain. So far, she doesn't understand that they did find one new variant. However, it may be a one-shot kill scenario. And right now, it does seem to be one of the largest variants they found. Now, people, they were a bit concerned about that. However, it is comforting to know that these things aren't like mimics. They don't have an armored skull. And that's something that they do take comfort in. Since apparently it's, well, not that smart, and it charges through zombies and gets attacked by them. So that shows that these things are territorial. Along with that, from what they do understand, they seem to be very, very hungry. Now, with that, we do actually have over with Deku and Kendo. Deku, he's still thinking about a lot of things. And we do have where Deku's standing out and looking out towards the graveyard. He wants to bury Kirishima. No matter how fucked up it might sound, his best friend deserved a burial. Letting him rot out there, it's something he doesn't want to do. And then there is actually Toga. If she's not shambling around, maybe they can find a body. Or what's left of one and bury it. Shit. You had to shoot him. You should have shot him. You had to kill him. Come on. Now, Deku, he does feel a shiver run down his spine. As the moment he does just go to turn his head and not even look. Talking about how he knows he's there. He knows All Might is there. He always pops up when he seems to be under some bullshit. Now, All Might, he's not the one there. And right now, this is something that Deku, he doesn't realize. He knows that there is something watching him. And he knows it's not a person. And he wants to at least hear them say something. He wants to finally hear the words come from All Might's mouth. And right now, he does just hear a woman's voice. Sorry, kid. Toshi's not the one going to talk today. What? Deku turning around and trying to look and see who that is. As when he turns around, he sees nobody. Who is that? Listen, kid. I'm not gonna lie to you. It seems like you'd be better off just knowing this. Knowing what? Who is that? Who are you? Where are you? Oh. Yeah, not gonna lie to you, kid. I'm not gonna show myself to you. Who are you? Well, I'm one of the previous users of One for All. Okay, hang on. I'm just... What? Yeah. Listen. We've been in and out for a while, but right now we're seeing a few things that you do. What do you mean you're in and out for a while? Well, I don't know how to explain it. It's just sometimes we're here, sometimes we're not. I think whatever is wrong with the world, it messed up One for All. Huh. You're damn right it did. I can't even use this power without breaking my limbs. And if I try to use it, I'll turn into a fucking zombie. Yeah, we know. We manifested whenever you took off the arm. Really? Well, we were here, but we didn't know how to show ourselves to you. And Toshi was infected, right? Is that his name? Is that All Might's actual name? Yeah, it is. All Might was infected. And he hasn't been normal here. He is different. And we assume the same applies to you. Anytime we try to reach out to you, he is the one in control. However, I think we've been able to finally break through. Get some control back. Get control back. My ass. If we had control back, we'd be able to use our quirks. How about that? Listen, kid. You need to know. You're not seeing Toshi because you're infected. You're seeing him because you can. One for All is connected to every user. And we're here to guide you. Guide me? Really? How are you supposed to guide me? I can't use the power. And apparently, I have a ghost living inside my fucking head. Just leave me alone. Alright? I just killed my best friend. And right now, I'd rather not speak to a fucking ghost. A zombie? Debatable. I talk to one every other day, every time I've interacted with any of you. So just bring back the corpse. Alright? Kid, you've been through some shit, alright? I won't lie to you. Like you didn't lie to your friend. Okay, that is not fair. You do not get the right to say that to me. By all means, come back from the dead. Come see what we've been living through. Experience it. I dare you. Knowing I'm not crazy, though, doesn't help either. Maybe if I was crazy, the world would make more sense. Now, Nana Shimura, she has tried to explain to Deku a few things. However, Deku currently does not want to listen. And right now, we do actually at least have Kendo. Kendo, she is getting a little bit better. However, right now, the voices, they're getting worse. They keep just popping up. It's not just when she's tired anymore. They've been getting worse since she first got them. These things inside of her head, she doesn't know why they're there. Nobody else seems to be able to hear them. And that's a terrifying thought to her. Now, we do actually have her she's going to get out of the shower. And she does go to somewhat wipe off her somewhat wet hair. And she is trying to think about a lot of things. As she does go to set down a container of water that is somewhat half empty. And she does go to sit down and go to bring her hand down to the scar on her leg. As right now she is trying to think about a lot. Everybody has been affected by this whole bullshit in some way. And the voices didn't start popping up until, what? A little after All Might? I mean, yeah, All Might, he could have been a cause for it, but that's not it, is it? I mean, what? It's a side of insanity? But she's not crazy, is she? No, she hasn't lost her mind. Okay, then, there's only one other conclusion. That thing in the subway. Maybe it struck her with something. That's gotta be it, right? If it's in the subway, then it's gotta have control over the city. Different areas, different places. And right now, she keeps having that one dream. Going back to that one place. Going deeper into the subway and finding out what's down there. However, right now, that is a bit of a problem. If they go down there, maybe they'll die. This might be some way to lure her in. And right now, she doesn't want to be lured into a trap. Maybe after they deal with whatever the hell is going on with the water, if she does lose her mind, she'll take a casual stroll down there. And hell, she'll wear something loud around her neck, just to make it a bit more fun. Now, Kendo, she is going and trying to think. As whenever she actually does find Deku, he is outside talking. And right now, she's go walking up to him and bring a hand up onto his shoulder. As whenever Deku does go to turn his head, he does go to look right at her. Are you seeing him again? this is a bad time for it, don't you think? No, it's it's not him. Oh God, is it? Is it Kirishima? No, no, no. It's apparently, apparently I can talk to dead people. Some of the previous people who wielded my power, they they're talking to me. Um, that that sounds a little cuckoo, I know. But I've asked a few questions. And apparently, All Might's name was Toshinori Yagi. You you believe so? I do. However, one way to know would be to check public records. Or, well, try to find All Might's wallet. And I don't exactly think he has it on him. Even then, I'd rather not dig up a, what, year-old corpse. I don't think it'd go well. Now, Kendoshi's kind of surprised. Deku, he's not seeing, what, All Might because of his infection? He's not infected that way. He's, oh God, he's not infected. No, wait. It's an earlier stage, right? Not a later stage? No, wait. If that's the case, then... No. Kendo doesn't freak out. And Deku, he does notice that. As whenever he does go to grab onto Kendo and try to calm her down, she does completely spill the beans and inform Deku as to what she's been experiencing. And Deku, the moment he does get to hear about that, he does get to pull her in close to him and try to calm her down. He is a fucking idiot. How could he have missed that? The times Kendo just seems so, shaken by something. Yeah, he thought that she was processing something, but he didn't know it was this. She might be infected. Now, Deku, yeah, he knows Kendo, she's been good for a while. However, how long it's been, it's very close whenever Deku, he killed All Might. At first he thought that there was something there. However, Kendo should point out the thing going on with her ankle, and the scar that's left there. If she's right, that thing took its chunk of flesh. However, that doesn't mean it didn't leave something behind. And there is the fact that Kendo, she wants to investigate the subway. She wants to do that, but she's terrified to do that. If they go down there and they're loud, they're going to die. And Deku, yeah. Right now he does want to deal with the water. However, maybe they can make a little bit of an arrangement. Now, Deku, he has an idea. If they can get some of those groups that wanted to join them to band together and join their people here, then they can acquire some hardware. He does know a few places where military convoys, they left weapons-grade equipment, or military-grade equipment, such as guns or Humvees with very powerful rifles on them, and even a few tanks. While those things might not be running correctly, or well, they might be full of infected, there is the fact that they could take a chance on it. Since right now, May, she is currently repairing one big project. And it was a bitch and a half to get to the mansion. Now, Deku, he does find it to be very intriguing. If they go retake the dam and solve the water problem, they can look towards the sewer. However, if their problem lies in another city, they should check over there. Try and call in or at least set up a radio broadcast system over there. find out if anybody over there is left alive or knows anything. And that's something that Deku, he wants to look into. And right now, he believes that it would be their best option. Find out what's going on inside this supposed city. And then, at least make a plan from there. If there's a nest, they can destroy it. And maybe they can lead these zombies back to the nest. So far, they know of a new variant from this place. And if these things are as large, dumb, and charge head-on in, then they're going to be a bigger problem for the infected to deal with on their own. Since infected, they don't seem to like this one very well. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and have an amazing night. I'll catch you guys in the next part.